Hey everybody, this is Drifting Is My Hobby. This is the third final video of this Getting Started in RC for the guys. And on this video I'm going to talk about more of getting started into the hobby and like what equipment and stuff that you need, what do you want in your rig, what kind of ride. And first off, I'll start off saying either you want to go nitro or electric. If you're just getting started, I've known guys that just start out in nitro and have a lot of problems and it turns them away from the hobby pretty fast. When I first started into the hobby, hobby grade models, like I said, I started when I was 7. But as far as hobby grade models, I started in nitro, and I did have some problems, but I wanted to read and learn, and I was like really obsessed with it, like an RC hoarder kind of thing. But anyways, I would suggest starting with electrics. As you can see, like the electrics is a little more simplified. Like all you have pretty much is an electric motor. Like I said, all you have is pretty much just an electric motor, your receiver, and your steering servo. Everything's pretty much basic. You know what I mean? Like you got stuff so basic that it's really easier to learn on. That way it's not really a pain in the butt when it comes compared to like wanting to run nitros. As far as nitro stuff, you've got, there's a ton more stuff you're going to be dealing with, of course. As y'all can see, is you got, you know, a gas tank, and you've got a motor, and you've got these different servos for stuff, tailpipe, exactly, and pull starts, and different little things that you got to learn about. That's a little more complicated than the electrics. As far as you got to tune your motor, you got to break it in, you got to buy fuel. Now I get asked a lot of questions about batteries versus fuel. So batteries versus fuel. Well, here's what I know. I know if you've got a battery, you can get up to 1,000 cycles. You can recharge it 1,000 times and keep on going. With nitro fuel, you're going to spend about $30 to $35 on a gallon of fuel, and you're only probably going to get about 25 to 30 tanks, depending on your nitro vehicle that you're running and size of your motor. So you're spending a little bit about $1, $1.50 a tank, depending if you're running the 75cc all the way up to 150cc gas tank. So just keep that in mind when you're starting out on electrics. It's probably better that you'll get the 1,000. You spend a little bit more money. Like I say, either you can get NiCads, which is crap. NIMs, they're decent, or you can go lipo. And I like the lipos. You can get a little more runtime out of them. You just got to be kind of cautious on it and kind of know what you're doing. On the electrics, that way it's a little more easier on you. You can just keep charging and charging. You ain't buying fuel and you're having to deal with the oily mess. But that's just getting started. That'll be your preference. I'm not telling you which one's better because, like I said, I started out in nitro and I had to find out that the hard way that it was a little more difficult, and I should have started with electric. My second vehicle was an electric, and I did get a little bit more enjoyable playtime out of it because it was just so simple to charge a battery, throw it in there, kind of tune it out, put some batteries in the remote, and just hit the road. As far as the nitro, if you go nitro, I'm going to show you some things that you need to buy and some tools and stuff. Do you necessarily need to go out and buy every tool for it? No, not right off, you don't. Some things that I do suggest if it doesn't come with the kit that you're wanting to get, say as a buggy. Some things that I do recommend you getting is you're going to end up wanting to get rid of the battery glow igniter, the one where you throw a C or a D cell in here. That's just pain in the butt right there. You just want to throw that away, and you want to go get you a rechargeable one. It comes like this, and it comes with a charger. That way you just plug this into the wall and you take this piece and you just stick it in and charge it up. That's how simple that is. And it's a lot hotter. Like, I believe that it stays a little more hotter. So you can see this is a big one. You can get them in different sizes with different stem sizes. You can get them short all the way up to really long. You can even get the smaller ones. Here's a Hobco one, Hot Shot 2. This is a small one. This is used for my nitro cars. That's one thing that you do want to invest in. Another thing, but I would definitely get a fuel bottle. That way you can find ones that's a little bit bigger. You know, holds a little bit more fuel depending on how much want to bring outside with you. Another real cheap thing that I'd probably get would just be like a, let me see here, a simple little toolkit. Something by Dynamite, you know, you can get them for about 20 bucks, real cheap. 5 different Allen wrenches to work on it. Everybody basically has the screwdrivers and things like that. Another thing that I would definitely get for your motor, most people doesn't know about it, is after run oil. I would definitely get some after run oil for the motor. Something else that you're going to want to pick up is extra glow plugs, and I'll show you. Let me pull some off my torque board here. You definitely, now these come one a pack. I put just a bunch in here that I had extra just to show. That's a glow plug, and they range anywhere from like $6 up, depending on, there's 3 different kind of glow plugs, or actually 4. There's a cold plug, a medium plug, a hot plug, and a turbo plug, which we'll discuss that later on. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to get, depending if it's a pull start or if you're going with the new Traxxas, which has the new easy starts, you're going to have to get a NiCad battery, say somewhere around the 1500 range, and you're going to want to get a charger. Definitely, you want to get a charger and a battery. That way you can boost off your easy start wand. Let's see if I can find one. Here we go. This is mostly for the Traxxas models. And what happens is you just, most of the guys should already know about these if you've already owned the models, but that's the starter one for that. Losi makes a different one. Savage trucks, they use something like this. It's called a roto start. I don't know if you can see the picture right there, how he's kind of cranking that up on the back of his truck. You're going to need a battery for that. And of course, another thing that I do recommend is, see right here where the receiver is, AA batteries usually goes in there. It goes in something that looks like this. You put 4 AA's into it, and that's your radio system, like I said. And then you have to put 8 batteries in the remote, depending if you go Spectrum, and you get the 4 batteries. But my suggestion on that would be to go get a hump pack, rechargeable hump pack. This is where you want to get a charger with your battery and everything like that. Make sure that it's compatible with that kind of plug. I can't remember if that's a Futaba or if that's a what you call it. But anyways, yes. That's, so it'll go right here into your battery compartment. That way it works your servos. One for your throttle, to the brake, to the steering. Them come in a lot of handy, and they got a lot more power. And I'd say if you get a brand new one, you can probably get about hour and a half, 2 hours run time off it. Compared to AA's, you may get, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes to an hour. So really big difference on that, really big difference. And you can really get chargers. It's inexpensive. I'm not going to name any brands or anything on here like that. But go to your local hobby shop or look on eBay. You can really get the hookup on that. Like I said, we're just starting with basics here. When you really get into your nitro, you're going to have to learn a lot about the clutch assembly. I don't know if you can see that. The clutch assembly, the clutch bell, the flywheel, the clutch shoes. You're going to have to learn about your brakes. You're going to have to learn about what model, what do you want to get? Do you want a buggy? Do you want a monster truck? Do you want a nitro car, electric car? So first you have to decide whether you want electric or nitro, and then you can take it from there. You can get stadium trucks, truggies, buggies. Like I said, it's just pretty much up to you as far as getting started. Like I said, get you a simple toolkit, get you a fuel bottle, get you a rechargeable glow igniter, get the rechargeable battery for your receiver pack. Definitely get a couple extra glow plugs because you're going to need them through break-in. And I think that's pretty much it on getting started. So if you guys have any other questions or anything that you'd like to know, please leave comments or any questions down below, and I will answer them. That will fire up new episodes. This is video 3, the final video of the Getting Started in RC. I appreciate everybody watching. Y'all have a good one. This is Drifting Is My Hobby.